everybody. Welcome to the Rachel's Room, where every other Thursday I answer your questions. Just so you all know, I just pulled this out of my pants. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does this. When you pull your phone from somewhere on your body and there's like kind of like smudges or sweat on it, you wipe it off on your boob. Am I the only one? Because I definitely do this a lot. Let's get to your questions. Hey, I just saw a vid you did and you wrote the date with dashes instead of slashes, and I'm very confused. Explain? Yeah, I write the date with dashes instead of slashes. I think the slashes just look too scrunched up. I like a dash. I like being like, that's over there, instead of like, hey, we're all hanging out together. You can do it anyway. I've been taught multiple different ways, but yeah, that's just how I do it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Scroll to your 20-second picture in your camera roll and then show it to us. This is a pretty good one. I like this one. It's me with this elephant that someone gave, I think they gave it to Colleen or me, probably Colleen, on the road, and I stole it, and then I had a piece of pizza. This photo basically describes me on the road when I used to travel with Colleen. I like it. Do you cut out coupons and then never use them? I don't think I cut them out. I definitely save them and then never use them. I think a lot of people are guilty of this. You're like, $1 off if I buy 10 cereals. Yes, of course I'm gonna use it. Then you save it and then you don't do anything with it ever. And then when you're going through stuff, you find it and you're like, a coupon. Oh, it expired. Oh, never mind. Guess I can't use it. That happens to me all the time. Also, Target has this cartwheel thing that like when you're in the store, you can scan something and see if they have like this secret sale thing on it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, this is 5% off if I scan this app at the exit. And then I always forget to scan it. So like I could be saving lots of money and then I just never do because I forget. That is terrible. I could be a bagillionaire. No, I couldn't. No. Probably if I never threw away any of those coupons or forgot to scan anything, I've maybe like $100 I could have been saving. I think I'll live. What's your opinion on people using you instead of you and are instead of are? I mean, do what you need to do. I think that when you're writing an official email or an essay, you should always spell out the word and not abbreviate it. It doesn't look good to me. I like a good clean sentence, but if you're working with Twitter, you gotta recognize that character limit, and you have to appreciate how far that person went to fit every single word in their tweet. And so sometimes you gotta cut it down. Sometimes you gotta put the R, the U, the number 2. You gotta cut out grammar. Sometimes you gotta get rid of the apostrophes. Sometimes you look uneducated, but really you're a genius because you made like an entire paragraph fit into 2 sentences. Looks can be deceiving. Hey, Rachel, this is really important. How come you put the day first, then the month when you were writing the date, 6/18/16? I live in Australia and rewrite the month, then the day, 18/6/16. When you're telling someone the date, you don't say the 6th of the 18th because there is no 18th month, but you say the 18th of the 6th. That makes more sense. Very important question. For those of you who don't understand, in America we write the day, the month, then the year when we're doing my dashes or your slashes. Okay, I write the date once and it created all, like in a vlog, and then everyone just did not like the way I did that. But I know that in Australia and I think Europe, you go month, day, year, which gets very confusing when people are writing things and dating things, because I'm like, how are you in the 20th month? I don't know. Right, that's the date. But no one says here the 18th of the 6th. No one says that. The 18th of June. So I guess we say the month names more than we use their number names. Wow, that's confusing. We say June, we don't say the 6th. The only time we ever refer to the month as a number is when we're writing it. We have a flawed system, don't we? Which parent was the strictest? I don't know. See, I could work both of them if I had the energy. I could basically get away or get whatever I wanted. I mean, they were both strict. It was just if I was in the mood to manipulate them or not. I think my mom was more strict, but she made my dad enforce the rules more often. But we always, all of us kids always knew it was my mom coming up with the rules and stuff, and my dad was just saying them. I think my dad was more conservative, my mom was more strict. If you could figure that out, let me know, because I don't quite know what that means either. Tell the bartender story! Okay. At the end of one of my vlogs, I mentioned that I went out for drinks. While getting drinks, I got in a fight with a bartender. I wasn't gonna tell this story because I seem crazy in it. Everyone's gonna be like, Rachel, it's not that big of a deal. He was joking, it's not that, I'm like, no. Trust me, I realize I sound crazy. I realize it sounds like I can't take a joke or or I'm overreacting. I probably am overreacting a little bit, but I was just so confused. So I'm just gonna tell you the story. I went out to dinner with my friend Heather and some of her friends, and then after dinner, me, Heather, and one of her friends went to get a drink. When I go out and I drink, I don't drink that much. When I do, I always get beer. There's no sugar in it. I know how much alcohol is in it, and I like the taste of beer, and it's good. When we went out to drinks, I was like, I'm having a ladies' night. I'm feeling a little fun. I think I might get a lemon drop, because I saw a lemon drop on the board. Like, we were at a place, and all the drinks were on a board. There was like 10 drinks, and one of them was lemon drop. And I was like, I like lemon drops. And I know they're lame and very stereotypical girl, but I wanted one. They taste good. I'm allowed to like lemon drops. I'm allowed to want a drink that is on the menu. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, ooh, lemon drop. I want that. I'd rather that than a beer right now, which is rare. And so I was like, I'm gonna splurge. And I know that lemon drop's like 20 bucks and a beer would only be 8, but listen, I'm having a good night. So let's do this. So the bartender comes over. He's like, hey, what can I get you ladies? And Heather runs to the bathroom. And I was like, hi, can I have a lemon drop? And he was like, how about you take another look at the menu? And I was like, do you not serve lemon drops? And I'm staring at the word lemon drop on the board. And he was like, no, why don't you just look at the menu and see if there's anything else like a little more exotic that you want? I was like, okay. And he walked away and I was very confused. I was like, oh, he's probably trying to like push a more expensive drink, or there might be something like really cool specials on the menu. And I looked and there were a lot of drinks, but none of them I wanted. They all had like jalapenos in them or chilies, and I didn't like that. I don't like spicy. And I looked and the lemon drop was the same price as everything else. So I was a little confused, and I was looking over to Heather's friend and I was like, what is going on? She's like, I don't know, just get your lemon drop. I was like, is it weird that I want a lemon drop? Can I have a lemon? She's like, get a lemon drop, who cares? I was like, okay, fine, I'm getting a lemon drop, I'm getting a lemon drop. So he comes back and I was like, I think I'm just gonna have my lemon drop. And he was like, really? Like, I'm not joking. He was genuinely angry that I ordered a lemon drop. Half of you out there are probably like, Rachel, he was probably joking, he was just kidding with you, he was probably flirting. No, he was genuinely angry and disgusted by the fact that I wanted a lemon drop. And he's like, how about a lavender lemon drop? And I was like, oh, I don't like lavender in my lemon drops. I've tried it a bunch, like genuinely I have. I've tried it a bunch, and I'd rather just a regular lemon drop. I was like, I don't like lavender. And he goes, okay, well, how about ginger? A ginger lemon drop. And I was like, ginger's too strong. Side note, I love ginger, but in like smoothies and juices when I'm trying to feel healthy. So I was like, no, I don't want ginger, it's too strong. And he was like, why is it too strong? It's too strong. Like, what am I supposed to say to him? I have been very nice to him. I am overly nice to waiters and bartenders because their job sucks. Like, anyone in the food industry will tell you, it's terrible. I used to be a hostess, I've worked in a restaurant. That's just a sucky job, someone's gotta do it. So I'm always overly nice. And so at this point, I've stopped being overly nice and just started being confused. And I was like, what do you mean it's too strong? And he's like, why is it too strong? I was like, what in the world is happening? And Heather is still in the bathroom, so it's just me and her friend who I've just met. And I looked at her, I'm like, I don't quite know her take on life or anything. I'm just like, is this weird? And she is just confused as I am. And I was like, okay, so it's not just me. And I looked at him and I was like, because my tongue says it's too strong. And he was like, well, at least your tongue's telling you something. And then he walked away. And I was like, what? Am I getting my lemon drop? And I looked at her and I was like, what is going on? She's like, why is he being such a dick to you? I have no clue. Her and I are extremely confused. We have no idea what's going on. And she's a waitress. I know that she's a waitress. And I was like, is this allowed? And she's like, no one should ever treat a customer like this. I was like, I don't understand. And Heather comes back, you know, happy Heather, and she was like, hey. And another bartender walked past and she ordered wine from him. And he was like, okay, so he left and came back with wine. And I was like, hi. I was like, can I have a lemon drop? Like, I decided to ask this other bartender. And he goes like that. If I have to make one more damn lemon drop. And he wasn't being sarcastic, funny. It was genuine anger coming from him. I know lots of different sense of humors, and I know when people are joking, and this was not a joke. And Heather has no idea what's going on because she's been in the bathroom, and she was like, like taken back by what just came out of this man's mouth, and he walked away. And I looked around, I was like, am I getting a lemon? Like, at this point, I don't need a lemon drop, but I'm like, I ordered a lemon drop. It's on the menu. I'm not being a terrible human. And Heather was like, what's going on? So I told her, she's like, oh, they're probably flirting with you. And I was like, no, this isn't flirting. Also, don't flirt with me like that. Don't flirt with me, but don't flirt with me like that. That's like when a boy punches a girl in the kindergarten and they're like, oh, it's because he likes you, it's okay. no! I explained everything to Heather, and so like the bartenders both walked past, and Heather goes, excuse me, my friend would like to order a lemon drop. And both of them were like, how about she orders something that actually tastes good? I looked at Heather, and she could see at this point, I'm angry. Because they're being rude. I was so confused. They have 10 drinks on the menu and one of them is a lemon drop. Why can't I have it? It's like, okay, I'm gonna compare it to this. It's a little more extreme, but I'm gonna compare it to this. You go to a steakhouse and you're like, hi, I'd like to order filet mignon. And the waiter goes, oh, actually, I'm a vegetarian and that's really disgusting that you're eating meat, so how about you just get a salad instead? You don't get to decide what my taste buds want. I'm at a bar where this is a drink. Oh God, I'm getting so mad. And Heather could see I was angry. And so she was like, okay, honey, don't worry about it. She leans to me and she goes, my friend does not find you guys funny at this moment, so you need to stop it and please get her the drink in which she ordered. The second bartender that I came encounter on, which just like threw his hands up in the air, was like, I'm done, and walked away. And the first bartender was like, he was like, okay, I'm sorry. How would you like me to make this lemon drop? I looked at him, I was like, with the stuff. What do you mean? Something clicked in my head. I was like, wait, do they not have, are they out of the ingredients? Like, I was like, can you physically not make a lemon drop? I asked him that. He goes, no, I can make it. Do you want me to just put some vodka and some lemonade? And I looked at him, I said, I want a lemon drop the regular way that a lemon drop is made. And he was like, okay, I'll get you a lemon drop. And walked away. And I looked at my friends and I was like, am I crazy? And they're like, what in the world? And Heather's like, just flirt with him and then he'll start acting nicer. And I was like, no! I'm not flirting with this dude just to get what I am supposed to get as a normal customer. I get that a lemon drop is lame. I get that a lot of people don't like them. I don't care. It's on the menu. I'm a paying customer. I came in with a nice smile and attitude. Why am I being denied or had to fight for a drink that is a normal drink on the menu in front of me? Anyway, I got my lemon drop and the guy, the original bartender basically spent all night trying to be really, really nice to us because Heather kind of put him in his place. I just wanted one lemon drop. So that was my bartender story. I got in a fight with a bartender. Yeah. Next question. Ask Siri to sing country. Time for Ask Siri. Siri, sing country.
I'd rather not.
Oh, same girl. I don't like country. It's okay. It's okay. You can love country. I don't have to love it. That's all right. Can this be the part of the video where you throw your phone on the couch? Yes, it can. That's all the time we have for today. I'm still flabbergasted from telling you the bartender story. This is why I didn't want to tell the world, but you asked. Okay, please comment below and leave a question for next week, and I may answer it on next week's Rachel's Room, which is actually in 2 weeks. You can tweet me or Instagram me your questions using the hashtag Rachel's Room. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, subscribe to see videos every Tuesday or Thursday on this channel. I love you guys. Be nice to your servers and your bartenders and tip them well. But also, if the roles are reversed and you're a server or a bartender, give people what they order. I'm so confused by it. I have over emotions about this, but I was just so confused in the moment. It's a big deal for me to order something other than beer. So like, let me live. Just let me live my life. Remember guys, above all else, stay awesome, Blossoms.